Their children now have friends they don't know because you, the parents, have refused to be their friends. So they have friends on cell phones they have never met. Their life is being directed by those people. They have become their models because you, the father and mother, have become nagging, uncooperative. Why do you work hard? You work hard to give your children an opportunity. And if you have no time for your children, you're wasting your time. Your life has been ruined. One of you must create time for your children. What could change that child is those words of the father. I remember my late father, he would wake us up at 4 o'clock. At 4 o'clock, if my father wanted to have an important discussion, it's 4 a.m. He will knock at your door and he will sit beside your bed. My father was a headmaster before he became a school principal. Those of you, not this young generation, do you remember Aladdin? Who are here? Do you remember Aladdin? Aladdin, thank you. Aladdin that we used to use for. You know Tilly lamb. Do you know Tilly? Do you know Aladdin? The older generations will know what I'm talking about. That long one. Every headmaster had it. Just like every headmaster had an Ecolak portmanteau box. But I want to share two experiences with you. The first, my father was a headmaster of a big school. And those days, you have to ride his 175. He had a 175 and go to Ecom to receive salary of all the headmasters in that area with his portmanteau. So when he comes back, all the headmasters come there and they pay them in cash. There were no banks. I'm talking about 78, 79. So my father was getting ready to go to Ecom. I had dressed up and I was going to school, elementary 3 or 4. And he called me back to take his portmanteau. Do you know that black Ecolak portmanteau of those days? The big boys here know what I'm talking about. So I collected it. He asked me to take it from him. I collected him and helped him. I felt important. I was holding the headmaster's portmanteau and I was walking beside my father. As we got into the school, he took 2 steps. 1, 2, 3. He turned behind and held me for lead. And flogged me. And he said, you don't walk beside the headmaster. You walk in front of the headmaster. Thank you. I never forgave my father. I was not late in school. I was already in school. You called me back to come and carry your portmanteau. Now you are picking me for going late. Did I go late? What he said, you never walk beside the headmaster. You walk in front of the headmaster. He wanted me to make a distinction between my dad and the headmaster. They are two different things. I learned and I didn't forgive him. I kept quiet. What could I do? I can't fight the headmaster. I know my sheep and my sheep do what? Know me. At that moment, I did not know him. Now he forced me to know him. It has changed from tenor to baritone. And I'm adjusting to the change. Huh? Second, all these headmasters were to come and receive their salaries. And I wanted to wash that Aladdin with a long globe so that it would be bright for the headmasters. They were starting to arrive. Almost all of them were riding either 175 or Bentley. Bentley 175. Those were what they were riding in those days. MB had not come. So when they called themselves by their initial, PJ, PA. So they have arrived. And I was being a good boy. I wanted to help my father wash the Aladdin. If you know the net of that thing, you remember it. I carried it. It was looking as if it was dusty. I said, let me wash it. And I put it inside the water. And the whole thing disappeared.